The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
Hola, mi gente, and welcome back to another episode of Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, where we highlight Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community. I'm Maya Rosario, your host.
And I'm Kenny Santiago Marrero, and on today's show, we'll talk live in studio to a Latino man who has just made history this month in the city of Cleveland.
Yes, and I'll take you to a cool little place right here in Cleveland where you can feel and smell and taste like you're in Brazil.
Brazil! And we'll tell you how you can get some exercise, help out Latino students in Cleveland, and get free admission to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Free! There's a lot of stuff for one show, but first we're in the Cocina Latina with our Latin chef Caesar. Ooh, we got a lot going on.
Today we'll be featuring a dish from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico! All right.
Exactly, no?
All right.
It's going to be called bistec encebollado. And the translation will be like bistec with onions, like a steak with onions.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be some fresh sirloin steak right here. We're going to have some like a fresh garlic paste, a little bit we call of diced peppers, some onions, cumin, some oregano, and some rice wine vinegar, which is very good for the dish. No? It's going to give it that acidity, so the dish will like melange very well with the ingredients in the plate.
Josito
I'm sorry,
vinegar.
what was the cut of this
Oh,
meat
this
again?
is a sirloin steak, you know. It's like a very kind of like tough piece of meat, but I'm going to show you a trick that when you want to like tenderize your meat, you just kind of like hit it in the bag, you know?
Okay.
Oh.
A little spanking, a little spanking. Just spank it.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that will tenderize a little bit for the dish, you know?
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Is this a cut of meat that you're going to be cutting up, or you're just going to?
No, we're
take it
just going
like
to spray
this?
a little bit more, and I'll show you later on the show me what we're going to do with the meat. And we're going to just like start like flouring and perhaps just like put in the deep pan. No?
It smells good already. It's just ya está riquísimo.
All right, so we'll check back with Caesar's dish later in the show, but now it's time for Latino Cleveland's Did You Know?
Ooh.
And right after that, we'll take a quick tour.
That's right, we're going to take a quick tour of the J. Otto Group in Bedford.
Así.
Hi, I'm Nathan Lankry. Welcome to the J. Otto Group. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Come join us at the J. Otto Group and experience the value that money just can't buy.
Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. On April 6th, Battalion Chief Angelo Calvillo was sworn in as Cleveland's new fire chief, making him the first Hispanic person to head the city's division of fire, and we are honored to have him in studio with us today. Welcome, Chief.
Thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. I'm so grateful and humbled to be here.
Yeah, it's great. You know, just to share with you really quick, when Latino Cleveland first started, these are the type of spotlights, you know, for a person to be in your position and be Latino. So can you share with our audience, where are you from?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised and still living there with my wife and 3 children. And my father was actually born in Mexico, came over when he was 2 years old and settled in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes, Cleveland, nice.
It's beautiful.
Did you ever think the day would come where there would be a Hispanic in your position?
Well, for me, it was my goal. So for my whole career, I always set my goals as far as where I wanted to be and educated myself and, you know, really put myself in position so that I can get promoted through the ranks and then finally become the first Chief Division of Fire, Hispanic Fire Chief. So it was a lot of hard work, a lot of study, and I always talk to the children and the young people in Cleveland, Ohio to say, you can be anything you want to be, but you have to just keep positive and then just, you know, just go ahead and pursue it. Because the only one that's going to stop you is yourself. Right. So just stay focused and stay the course and persevere.
Yeah. Now you had mentioned you're involved in the Hispanic community. How do you feel this would impact your position, the Hispanic community?
Well, for the Hispanic community in Cleveland, it impacts it because now they can see one of their own is now the Chief Division of Fire, so they can actually recognize and see, well, you know, if he can do it, I can do it. And that's my message here today, to let everybody know in Cleveland, those young children or young high school or college students, that you can be anything you want to be. And believe me, I'm here today. And I was able to do it, and I grew up in Cleveland, went through the Cleveland school system, applied myself once I got on the job, educated myself and prepared myself for this position, and here I am.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, it's been, what, 27 years? You said?
27 years on the job. Started off as a firefighter, became a paramedic in 1996, and then started my promotional process from lieutenant all the way up to Chief Division of Fire.
That's impressive. So what are some of your goals as you begin this job?
Some of my goals initially is obviously diversity. I'm sensitive to the issue. We want diversity as far as our Hispanic, African Americans, and females. We need to really tap into those resources because, you know as well as I do, our culture is all inclusive. And I believe we'd be a better fire division if we had that diversity. Right. So right now we're looking into that, and in the future we want to build on that, and that's one of my goals. Yeah.
So recruitment is a big part.
Recruitment is definitely a big part as far as getting that message out that we're looking for diversity, and then just going out and seeking individuals to go ahead and you know, get into those positions. And once again, especially females too, because you know it's a job, it's a demanding job. But I've been around the whole nation. I can tell you that females do quite well in the Division of Fire, and they do quite well in promotional processes.
Wow, that's really interesting. Is there, if someone would like to become a firefighter, is there a specific website, or how could they get a hold of you guys? Yeah, so what's going to happen is there'll be an entrance examination in 2017, and the process is going to be in the future where you can actually go online and have the application through a website, and then actually do an entrance examination through that. And the City of Cleveland's working on that right now. That's awesome. Well, we'll definitely stay in contact and support those efforts. And again, it's an honor to have you here. And again, thank you for supporting the show. Thank you very much. I'm so honored and pleased to serve our citizens of Cleveland, Ohio. Awesome, thank you, and a Latino at that. After the commercial, we'll go back into the Cocina Latina and check in on Chef Caesar's dish. See you then. Welcome back. We're back in the Cocina Latina with Chef Caesar.
Boricua food.
There you go. So we're going to start grabbing our meat, which is kind of like a very tough piece of meat, and we're going to just kind of heat it in the back.
Mira, no le des tan duro.
Tenderize it, exactly that. Meanwhile, on the side, we're going to have our pan here with a little bit of oil, so it's going to be kind of like getting warm. So we're going to just a little bit of oil for sauté, you know? All right. There you go. There you go. A little bit right there, no? We got our 4 pieces of meat right here that we're going to just kind of tenderize right there. See that? Nice. You don't have the pounder at home. You can just always use the back of your knife. It's perfect. Okay. No? 1, 2, 3. I've stabbed it with a fork, but I think this actually makes more sense.
She might dice it up. You know,
actually, the reason why you don't want to stab it, guys, is because when you stab it, it's going to start to, when you cook it, it's going to lose all the juices, and you want the juices to stay inside the meat.
Enterito mejor.
Exactly.
Okay, nice and full.
Next, we're going to get our 4 pieces of meat, salt, right here, a little bit of pepper.
Como lo hace mami.
Exactly, both sides.
And a little bit of cumin.
Exactly. Yeah, but this time the cumin is like a little bit of cumin on top of it. There you go. Now we're going to grab in flour right here, you know?
Flour.
And if you want to test your oil, if it's hot enough for your meat to go in there, you can just grab a little pinch of what we call flour, go in there. You see that? That's cooking. That's perfect oil, no?
Can you back up?
Exactly. Right there.
Okay, we're safe.
Oh, there you go,
Protect
guys. Shake. By the way, you want to shake the meat because you don't want the excess flour to go into the sauce.
Qué rico.
You know? So you just
Into
shake
the
it there.
sauce, or-
Exactly.
Okay.
You want to just kind of shake all the excess flour from the meat right there.
Shake it.
Okay.
Mira,
Right,
país, estamos
see that?
comiendo bueno hoy.
And you can fry it. Oh, you can see that. There you go, guys. You know, see right here? You want to let it give some
that's
color right there. We're going to raise the temperature right there. A little bit more right there.
Okay.
Exactly, you know? Okay, next we're going to grab our onions right here.
Cebollita.
Right here, you know?
Cebollita.
Our onions and our peppers right here, you know? Remember I will tell you guys, I mean, you don't want to add the garlic at the beginning because the garlic is going to kind of burn. So you just want to get some color on the steak right there. Let me see right there. Get more color right there, you know?
Now this is garlic
Fantastic.
paste.
Garlic
right?
paste, exactly.
Okay.
Garlic meat and garlic paste is very good for it. You know? We're going to get our onions right here and just push it on the side right there. So they start braising. The meat is going to start releasing the juices in there
Mira
too as well.
país.
Exactly, you know?
Oh,
You want to add your peppers in there, you know? Right there, on the side as well, you know? Exactly.
I'm getting all the whiffing, Myra.
I know.
By now you can see that the meat is getting a nice color right there. Look at that, no? There we go. You can smell that. Oh my God, you smell
Now
it.
red meat really doesn't take that long to
No,
cook,
it
right?
doesn't take very long.
Rapidito.
You don't want to overcook the steak like that. You want to do it maybe medium,
Okay.
medium well, exactly, you know? There you go. Guys.
That's a fusion. That's a
Perfect, you
fusion.
know? At this point, you want to add your garlic on the side too. and saute
Latino
there.
fusion.
There you go.
Ay.
Oh, Caesar,
Qué
we're going to have to come
rico.
back.
Exactly. There you go.
Okay.
A little bit of your vinegar and
Ahí.
Vinegar?
Yeah,
chicken stock and let it braise there for about
Once
maybe 10,
again,
15 minutes.
¿qué es eso ahí? Ahí.
Some beef stock right there.
Mira,
Yeah.
país.
You
Voila.
said braise it for about 15 minutes?
Exactly, braise it for about
All
15
right,
minutes.
cool.
Pinch of oregano right there. Let it cook there.
¿Y no se tapa o no? ¿Te deja así?
Well, yeah, you gotta cover it because you don't want to lose the juices in there. You go like, oh.
Well, I wanted to keep
Voila.
smelling it. see,
Voila.
there.
It smells very good, actually. no?
All right, so we'll come back and check on this dish, right?
That's right. We are going to come back just to see how all this turns out. But let's get back to this. Latino fusion, taste test it, what me and Myra love to do. She went to a new restaurant, Brazilian style, right here in Cleveland. Check it out.
Have you ever wanted to visit Brazil but did not have the time or the money? Well, we have the next best thing. We have found a Brazilian restaurant on Larchmere called Batuqui. This is Melissa Corey, the manager. Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Thank you
Welcome.
for inviting us.
Sure.
Can you share with our audience what is the inspiration behind this Brazilian restaurant?
Sure. Carla and Gustavo are a couple. They own the restaurant. They're from Brazil. They're actually in the kitchen cooking right now.
Okay.
And we all work together at Saravá restaurant at Shaker Square. And when that restaurant closed, we just felt like they felt there was a gaping hole in the community, and they really needed to bring their Brazilian authentic cuisine to Cleveland.
Awesome. So how long have you guys been open and how many people do you serve?
It's been open for just under a year. Last May we opened, and we serve 40 people on the inside, so it's very cozy.
Yeah.
And then on the patio, which will be opening soon, we'll serve another 80 people out there. So
It's very home-like.
yes, it is.
So what, do you guys have any house specialties?
They're actually creating right now something for you you'll see shortly. They're doing a picanha, which is a steak, and that's the tri-tip sirloin. It's from, actually you can find it all over in Brazil, and it's marinated with sea salt. Then they're also making something called moqueca, and it's got fish and shrimp in it, and peppers, coconut milk, palm oil. So it's a really lovely Brazilian stew, and it's from the north, from
Right. So it's extremely authentic.
very authentic.
Right.
Yes.
They actually
wonderful.
come from Brazil themselves.
They
right?
do. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Carla is from the north, and Gustavo's more from the south.
Okay, awesome. So what else do you guys have to offer?
So here we are in the dining room, and there's lots of little touches from Brazil, things that Carla and Gustavo have brought back from Brazil with them. There's some baskets on the wall from Bahia, some copper pots that are very popular, and then these came from Rio on their last trip there in November.
Yes, it's very
so,
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes. And you actually have some
we do.
beautiful artwork
Lovely.
here.
Yes, some of our featured dishes. So this is the moqueca, and it has fish and shrimp, some coconut milk, the palm oil, peppers, tomato, and then this is our picanha, which is the kind of the most popular steak in Brazil.
Right. And what about
And
this
you can't
bad
forget
boy?
this. That's the caipirinha, and that's the national drink of Brazil. It's made with cachaça, which is a sugarcane rum, and muddled limes, sugar, and it's lovely.
Awesome. So how can people get a hold of you? Where are you located?
We are at 12706 Larchmere Boulevard, and that's in Cleveland, 44120. You can reach us at on Facebook, on Twitter, and then our website is BatuquiCleveland.com.
And how's that spelled? Batuqui?
B as in boy, ATUQUI.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy.
I am getting into this right now. Stay tuned. We'll be back for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this.
Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Tomorrow morning, 6,000 runners and walkers will be gathering at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. It's going to be the kickoff to the 14th annual Walk, Rock, and Run event sponsored by the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio. Joining me now in studio from the Diversity Center, Peggy Zone Fisher, from Metro Health, Margarita Diaz. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you two here on the show.
Wonderful to be with you.
Glad to be
Mr.
here.
Energy.
Yes, hey, you know, it's Cleveland right now.
That's right.
Got to have high energy, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, now, real quick, Peggy.
Yes.
Tell me about the Diversity Center.
Well, the Diversity Center has been around since 1927, and it started as the National Council of Christians and Jews. The name changed over the years to better reflect the work we do. We work with over 10,000 students every year. We're in 9 counties. We're in
Changing lives everywhere.
Yeah. We're doing diversity training work. We do conferences for students. We do high school overnight retreats. We are in the schools.
Now to get to tomorrow.
Yes.
What can we expect?
Well, all of these school programs, the walk is very important because all of the dollars that we raise from the walk and the run help to underwrite many of the school programs. Come down, the walk is basically free because we're the Diversity Center, but we do ask for donations.
Which is normal for a marathon, a 5K.
Right.
But if you're walking, you're free to participate.
You're free to participate, but you must register because you get a wristband with registration that gets you free into the Rock Hall, the Science Center, the U.S. COD, and free food
and Margarita, the Metro Health, you guys are involved. Can you tell me real quick about that?
Yes, Metro Health is proud to be a sponsor of this year's Diversity Walk. We have partnered with them for years. And so we have many participants. We have 300 Metro Health participants that will be taking place on the walk, and we're excited to participate on Saturday's activities.
Wow, Margarita, that's awesome. It's such a pleasure. You know, now how can our audience find out about this?
Well, they can go to our website.
Right.
It's diversitycenter.neo.org, or they can call.
Twitter,
Facebook,
we have media.
Yep. They can call the office if they want the good old-fashioned way. 752-3000.
I'm excited. It
Thank
sounds like
you
it's
very
going to be a great day tomorrow in Cleveland.
Yep. Holly Giangreco said beautiful weather.
Awesome. Well, when we come back, we're going to be digging into that dish today. Cesar whipped it up from Puerto Rico. We're going to catch you up on what's happening in the neighborhood with En Tu Ciudad.
Yo vivo por ti, eres mi consentida. Tú reinas mi vida, eres mi consentida, mi consentida. Todos se ríen de mí, me dicen que soy crédulo tonto, pero no importa si al fin yo tengo mi razón. Dinero viene y se va y tal vez yo me quede en la ruina. ¿Qué importa la cantidad? Mereces de lo
Welcome back. It's finally time to eat. Vamos a comer.
Here's our final dish, our bistec encebollado, guys. And how you just can smell that? You see that?
Boriseño.
You can even smell the vinegar in there. Now, here on the side, we're going to have our potatoes Parisian, the Parisian style. And we got actually like a little bit olive oil with syrup, potatoes,
garlic,
a little bit of garlic, just to finish before you put it on the plate. You're gonna heat it with some fresh parsley, a little bit of salt, pepper right there, and some. There you go, salt and pepper. No? See that? You shake it a little bit, no?
Mira pa ahí.
We're gonna put it in the bottom because this is gonna be our starch. Now, every time you make a dish at home, I want you guys to remember that it's always good to have a starch, a vegetable, and a protein. That's the standard for every restaurant in Cleveland.
Right.
We're gonna put this right here. Oh my God, look at that.
Mira
our steak is still tender, no? Very tender, it's not tough. We're gonna grab it right here, put it over there.
Mira
guys. Look at
That's
that.
amazing.
That's amazing.
Ay, qué rico.
Now, this also can go good with rice.
Rice, mashed potatoes as well.
Mashed potatoes.
Papa majada.
I added some tomatoes in there to give it more color, but you can see all our braised onions. Voila, there you go. Our tomatoes. Oh, look at that, guys.
You get too excited.
You did it again.
And you want to just heat it with that juice there from the pan. Very lightly. See that? Oh my God, no?
Yes.
Now we're going to grab a little bit of fresh curly parsley for garnish right here.
Mira, pa' palito
Yeah.
And of
so
course,
I noticed you put the tomatoes in there.
Exactly.
You don't want to overcook them.
You don't want to overcook them. If the tomatoes stay for too long like that, they would just kind of melt and dissolve it, especially if they're very fresh tomatoes, you know? And like my French chef used to say, my mentor, voila, right here.
Voila.
Touch what you call, it's
Es muy bonito para comer.
smell it and try it, guys, you know? Very good, actually, you know?
For me?
Yes.
Thank
We're
you.
going to give it the taste test.
Okay, ladies first.
Ladies
we got
first.
Myra.
Let's see.
Ay, mira pa ahí, mira pa ahí.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ay.
The flavor of the meat,
did it
exactly.
again.
There you go.
Cesar.
I love this
Ay.
man.
There you go. See?
Oh, my.
We'll wrap it up right after this commercial break. Don't go away.
All right, I will, though.
Thanks for watching Latino Cleveland, a world within a world where we highlight Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
That's right, and in the past half hour, we introduced you to Angelo Calvillo, who was sworn just in as Cleveland's first Latino fire chief.
Yes, and I took you to a new restaurant in Cleveland called Batuqui, where we experienced El Sabor de Brasil, the flavor of Brazil.
That's right, El Sabor de Brasil, and we gave you a warm-up for tomorrow's Walk, Rock, and Run event, sponsored by the Diversity Center here in Cleveland.
Remember, you can find us right here every Friday at 12:30.
That's right. For previous episodes, visit our YouTube channel. Please make sure you subscribe.
Well, also, you can also find us on Facebook, of course. And don't forget to check out our website, latinocleveland.com. Until next week, live well, mi gente.
If you'd like to be a guest or advertise on Joe Soy Latino Cleveland, contact us at latinocleveland.com.